So now let's talk about kingdom Protista. So kingdom Protista was developed by Ernst Haeckel. Okay, so all single-celled eukaryotics are placed under one kingdom called kingdom Protista. Okay, so if they are single-celled eukaryotes, you have seen previously. So previously in two kingdom classification we studied chlorella, chlamydomonas, under kingdom Plantae, but now we are studying under RH Whitaker classification under kingdom Protista. Yeast also will comes under kingdom Protista, and we have amoeba, paramecium. These things will comes under kingdom Protista, but the boundaries of this kingdom are not well defined because there is no proper boundaries for this kingdom, because it has all the type of variants. It has autotropic, it has photoautotropic, chemoautotropic, and at the same time it has mixotropic nutrition. They are the parasites, symbiotic association, saprophytes, all those things. So we may not be, what may be photosynthetic protestians is one of, to one biologist may be a plant to another. So what may be photosynthetic protestians to one biologist may be a plant to other. So we can call photosynthetic protestian here, but some other it may be a plant like chlorella, chlamydomonas. In this book we include three things: chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, and euglenoids. Okay, slime molds and protozoans are also under Protista. Okay, so remember chrysophytes and dinoflagellates. So these are the photosynthetic, and euglenoid will comes under mixotropic. Slime molds are the saprophytic, and protozoans are the heterotropic. They act as parasites, and they act as decomposers, symbiotic association. So chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, and euglenoids, slime molds as well as protozoans. Members of the Protista are primarily aquatic. This kingdom is a link with other dealing with plants, animals, and fungi. So the link kingdom, so even if you see, so we have the diagram, like you have the kingdom Monera, and we have the other thing Protista. Okay, and fungi, Plantae, Animalia, right? So fungi, Plantae, Animalia. So these are the three kingdoms are combined. These are the three types of organisms which is present in one kingdom, that is kingdom Protista. Being eukaryotes, the Protistian cell body contain well defined nucleus because it is a eukaryotic, right? And other membrane bounded organelles also. Some have flagella or cilia. So for example, trypanosoma have flagella, and paramecium has cilia. Euglena has flagella. Some have cilia. Protists reproduce asexually and sexually by a process involving the cell fusion and zygote formation. Chrysophytes. So for the chrysophytes we have two things, that is diatoms and golden algae, desmids. Diatoms and desmids are included under one category, that is chrysophytes. They are found in freshwater as well as marine environment. They are microscopic and they float passively in water currents. We call it as planktons. They call it as phytoplanktons. Most of them are photosynthetic. So in diatoms, the cell walls will form two thin overlapping shells which fit together as in a soap box, right? The walls are embedded with silica and thus the walls are indestructible. Thus the diatoms have left behind large amount of cell wall deposits and their habitat. This accumulation over a billions of years, referred as diatomous earth. So, being girthy, this soil is used in polishing, filtering of oils and syrups. Diatoms are the chief producers of the ocean. So, chief producers of the ocean because of the formation of siliceous soapbox cell wall, which is indestructible. We can also call, from billions of years, we call it as diatomous earth. So, that is commercially used for filtering the syrups and also for polishing. So let's talk about dinoflagellates. Why they call it as dinoflagellates? Because they have two flagella. So mostly marine and photosynthetic. So here it is, they are, you can compare freshwater as well as marine. But when it comes to dinoflagellates, they are mostly marine. For example, so there is one example called gynolochs. So which will form the red tides in the sea. So it is marine. So they appear yellow, green, brown, blue, red. So we have primary colors: red, blue, RBG, green, and yellow and brown will also be there. So depending on the main pigments present on their cells, the cell wall is stiff, having cellulosic plates on the outer surface. So dinoflagellates also have a cell wall. Most of them have two flagella. One is longitudinal flagella and others is transverse in furrow between the cell plates. So one is longitudinal flagella and other one is transverse flagella. Right? So, and the red dinoflagellates called gynolochs. So gynolochs undergo rapid multiplication that make the sea appear red tides. Toxins released by such large numbers may even kill some other marines such as fishes. So let's talk about the mixotropic nutrition, which is euglenoids. Right? Coming to the euglenoids, majority of them are freshwater organisms found in stagnant water. They mostly found in stagnant water. Instead of cell wall, they have a protein-rich layer called pellicle, which made their body flexible. They have two flagella, a short and long one. Though they are photosynthetic in the presence of sunlight, when they are deprived of sunlight, they behave like heterotrophs by predating on small organisms. Interestingly, the pigments of euglenoids are identical to that of present in higher plants, which means chlorophyll A. Example, euglena. Slime molds. These are the saprophytic protists. The body moves along the decaying twigs and leaves, engulfing the organic material. Under suitable conditions, they form an aggregation called plasmodium, which may grow and spread over several feet. During unfavorable conditions, the plasmodium differentiate and form the fruiting bodies, bearing spores at the tip. So the spores possess true walls, which are extremely resistant and survive for many years. Under even adverse conditions also, the spores are dispersed by air currents. And next, protozoans. Coming to the protozoans, all protozoans are heterotrophs. They live as predators or parasites. So they believed as primitive relatives of animals. There are four major groups of protozoans: amoeboids, flagellates, ciliates, sporozoans. Coming to the amoeboid, they live in fresh water, seawater, moist soil. They move and capture their prey by putting over the pseudopodia, as in amoeba. Marine having a silica shell on their surface. Some of them have, such as entamoeba, as parasites. And next, flagellated protozoans. These members of the group early either free living or parasitic. They have flagella. The parasitic forms cause diseases such as sleep sickness, trypanosoma. And next, ciliates. These are aquatic, actively moving organisms because the presence of thousands of cilia. They have a cavity called gullet that opens to outside the cell surface. The coordinated movement of rows of cilia cause the water laden with food to be steered into the gullet. For example, paramecium. And next, sporozoans. They include diverse organisms. They have infectious spore-like stage in their cell cycle. For example, sporozoites. So these are the infective which cause malaria. So the most notorious in Plasmodium malaria, which causes malaria, a disease which is staggering effect of human population. So these are the things regarding Protista. So we have plant-like, animal-like, fungi-like protist. Under plant-like protist, we have chrysophytes, dinoflagellates and euglenoids. So slime mounds is fungi-like. Protozoan is animal-like. So these are the things. Right? So these are the things NCERT reading regarding chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime molds and protozoans. Right. Thank you.